Hello and welcome to something that is completely out of the order of the channel so far, and it's actually Broken Sword 1 Shadow of the Templars. This is the, well, reforged edition, aka a lot better quality backgrounds and such, so very good on the eye. As I've written in my community posts, I have a bone broken in my left hand, which means that I'm incapable of properly using a controller, so things like Celeste are completely out of the question. I mean, left thumbstick might work, somewhat holding the controller might work, but as soon as left button, the shoulder button or the trigger, it's done. Pedals even wouldn't really help if I had them on my controller. Well, I guess I could map them to the right hand. I don't know. And I guess you could potentially play Celeste with one hand too, if the remapping of the... But, I mean, I would have to relearn everything, and I don't think that's really any use. So, for the next, 5 to 6 weeks, or however long I have this cast on my arm, we're going to go for something really chill, a little bit more cerebral, you will, which is point and click games. And well, we start with Broken Sword. Let's see what we interweave. Maybe some Monkey Island, maybe some, I don't know, old LucasArts stuff. I mean, Monkey Island is old LucasArts stuff, but you know what I mean. Full disclosure, as you've probably also seen in the video's title, I have played Broken Sword 1, 2, and I think 3. Not sure about the last one. So not everything is new to me. The setting isn't, and what's it about, roughly. But I need to say that it was, I don't want to lie, 8 years ago or something that I've played Broken Sword series. Roughly around the same time of the year, by the way. Just a month later. So I'll probably have forgotten. Yeah, I most definitely have forgotten about a lot of the riddles and puzzles that are in this game. Probably like 50 to 80% of the story. I don't really know. We'll see what pops back in my memory. The same would be true for Broken Sword 2, by the way, which I actually played as a child. Broken Sword 1 I didn't. So I guess we'll just jump in. Reforged is a little bit different, I think, in terms of our possibilities. There's the story mode and the classic mode, and I have no idea what the part means. Keep track of repeat actions by yourself. No idea. Considering it says incidental actions you've tried before are removed. So I guess it's just a, oh look, you've already talked to this guy and he said X. And it removes that. Or I have looked at an item or tried to combine some items or something, and that would be removed. I think that's about it. Anyhow, obviously we're not gonna go for the story part because that's, well, I don't think the riddles and puzzles in this game are particularly difficult. And I don't want the hints. I don't want to just have an interactive story because, come on, that's what Netflix stuff is for, right? So we're going classic. And we're obviously going to use the mouse. And we have a tutorial. Left click to walk. Points of interest. Yeah, sure. Can I skip this? Whenever something interesting, action icons will pop up. Nice. Left click to interact. Thank you. Right click to examine. Sure. Click here to show the menu bar. Okay. Access game menu, game help, and controls help. Thank you.
Paris in the fall. The last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me. Of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Oh wow. You'll log into the new one. Reforged. Wow, they really did well with the quality. The raven moves, but barely, if at all. Suddenly doesn't get smaller. Does it? I hate clowns. Good reason, I guess. Wow, this looks so crisp. Love
As
it.
I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, it starts flashing when I get near it. Not just when I move. So I still have to. Oh, okay. I still have to scan the screen. Okay. What do we have here? Menu options. Save game. Let's save. Oh, we already have that. Thank you very much. Auto save. Gameplay. Because this I couldn't access in the main menu. Classic custom. Okay, interesting. Option reduction. Display actions that would trigger a repeat. Okay, that I don't care about. Automatic hints. Nope. Manual hints. Off. Progress notification. show notification when progress is made and new game help becomes available. Bonus content include game content recovered from the original script. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's the custom part. Okay, now I get it. No, I actually don't want to have manual hints. It's not like I can't switch them on, but we'll do that just the way we do that. Okay, this is going to be a very chill experience. No action whatsoever. Just a little bit of thinking, and obviously, I implore you, have damn it, I forgot the word. Have patience with me, because I'm probably going to miss something and revisit a lot of places, obviously. And just to get it over with in the beginning, because I just had it in my mind during the introduction. Funnily enough, in Germany, obviously this is Broken Sword, English title. In Germany, it's not a translation, the title. It's not the same title. It's a completely different title. I might be mistaken about the first one, but I'm pretty sure the whole series is essentially the German equivalent of Baphomet's Curse. I'm pretty sure it's for the second one, but I'm not sure whether or not it's like Baphomet's Curse 2, or it's just that one installment. But anyway, let's have a look at this.
The blast had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole.
You can actually hear the difference in audio quality. I think that's the original recording, the original voiceover, as it's like, I don't know, it's just missing the crispness. Maybe they just didn't re-record this because of the voice actors.
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
No kidding. That's your table.
Had been overturned by the explosion.
That's yours, right?
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Yes, that's a good choice. Okay, that would be game help control up. I don't need that. Okay. Okay, we can go in.
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
Sure. Something under it.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Sure. Okay.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
A street. Salah ad-Din. So we do have the found an item. New controls help is available. No thank you. I guess we'll figure that out. Okay. We can...
It was a Paris daily tabloid newspaper, full of sex, scandal, and sports results.
And the Nobel Prize, obviously. Okay, we can leave the scene in those directions.
It was an iron lamppost.
Really?
I considered climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to shed any light on the affair.
Wow. I didn't know George does... It was George, right? I didn't know he would do dad jokes. Well, let's go in. Oh man. Waitress, she's alive, I guess?
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before.
Yeah, sure, you're not disturbing the scene.
I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Surely the police would
A
come.
mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar. I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
Well, can't have it all. Right? So essentially it's just the waitress then. She heard.
The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
Oh. But you can't talk to her. Trying to wake her up, right? Oh.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Sherry?
George Stobart, ma'am.
Oh, American.
She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
No.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid.
Wow.
Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
It's not like that looks like the aftermath of a party. If it does, that was a hell of a party. Damn. She wants a brandy, sure.
Is that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a teat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
No. Just disturbing the evidence. Crime scene.
That's better.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check.
What about the old man? Is he dead?
Yup.
Yes, he is.
Oh, mon Dieu. I've never seen a real-life corpse before. Except for Grandmaman. That was different. She was family. Has he gone stiff?
I shouldn't think so. He's only been dead a few minutes.
Yeah, let's ask her about the newspaper.
Did this newspaper belong to the old gentleman?
I don't know.
Someone has scribbled a note on it. It reads, Salah Ed-Din, 1345. Does that mean anything to you?
No, monsieur, nothing.
It's so funny that he's like playing detective. I mean, like seriously, on what authority? He's a tourist from America in Paris. He's happened to sit at a, I don't know, bar, diner, whatever, bistro, can't even remember what it is, that happens to be blown up by a freaking clown. And now he's all, does that mean anything to you? Like, who does he think he is? Well, apart from American, that is. Okay, let's say.
Do you remember what happened when the
Yes.
clown entered?
I remember that horrible tune he played all right. It was like a funeral dirge.
I'd never liked accordion music either.
Well, I guess he had a point in doing that. Or he didn't know
Did
better.
you know the old man?
No, monsieur. I never saw him before.
Well, he did bump into her.
How did the old man behave?
Oh, we can ask
Well-
multiple times.
Agitated, he kept looking about him at the door, at his watch.
As
So
if
he's-
he was waiting
yeah.
for someone?
Yes, I suppose so. He was worried about something, that's for sure. If you ask me, he was having an affair. He had that look about him, like a guilty husband.
Okay.
Did the clown speak to the old man?
No, he just laughed at him. Then he grabbed the old man's briefcase and ran out of the door.
Did the old man try to stop the clown?
Oh, he didn't have a chance. The clown dropped his accordion and ran out of the door. That's it. That's all I can remember.
Which then happened to be a bomb.
Did you see what the old man had in his briefcase?
It was
No,
closed.
He didn't open it.
What did the old man do when the clown snatched his briefcase?
Nothing. He just sat there like he was frozen.
Oh, he probably looked after.
About this newspaper.
I told you, it means nothing to me.
It never asked if it means anything to her, though.
Stay here, mademoiselle. I'm going to look around for evidence.
Why, though? Like, seriously, why, though? Why would you do that? We already did that.
I checked his pockets. Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. He's just keeping on working like nothing ever happened. Bistro, cafe, tobacco bistro. So it's twice bistro, so I can say it's a bistro.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
That's the same thing. I was thinking of straightening up, but why?
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
You already did that inside, though. Like, I don't believe you. Okay, which direction? The clown went to this side. He ran through there, right? So what if he'd be like?
It was a battered old trash can.
Let's see. Nothing.
It was a stack of cardboard boxes which had once contained bottles of wine. I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty. It was a battered old trash can.
Oh boy.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
That's what it looked like. Ah, there we go. The manhole.
There was nothing of interest.
There's nothing else. Let's look at the manhole. I guess we can.
There was an iron
pull it
cover
over.
concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
Oops. Can open it, right?
I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Okay, so we need something. Something to pivot with. Let's go down the street then. Oh, I guess we could use his.
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot! I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, eh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
That was
What a
funny.
mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
He's an idiot.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death.
Okay.
However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
it seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
I like
I
him.
doubt if she is in a fit state for questioning, monsieur. It smells to me as if she has been drinking.
As I feared, we have stumbled upon a den of iniquity, Moo.
Leave her to me, sir. I am used to handling drunken
Oh
women.
boy.
I do not doubt that for one moment. Et maintenant, to business.
So who
Your
are you?
name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Really?
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Okay, that's our opportunity to just, intervene a little bit. It was so funny when Mo asked who he was. No, he didn't ask, right? So George just said, I'm innocent, I'm an American, and he was like, changing opinions. Like, you can either be innocent or an American. Both is not possible. I think that was funny. But yeah, we're going to tell the truth here, because it does look like, because of Mo, that he indeed is a detective trying to solve anything, even though he has this villain beard and grin on his face, and he looks so much like a villain. But let's go with the truth here.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Well, both is kind of correct, I guess. I mean, no, there wasn't somebody else in the cafe, obviously, otherwise there would be a body, more than one body. Was this thing just run by the waitress alone, by the way? Just wondering. But I guess it's the clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one.
Yeah, because it's a clown.
Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't remember seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd, don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to believe?
Yeah.
I wonder.
We did that.
Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious character.
Like clowns.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
What
That
did he
is
say
all.
his name?
You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
He's having a headache.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
Oh boy. Talk to him.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
You heard the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
Did you find the victim's briefcase yet?
No, sir. The inspector gave me specific instructions to guard this door. Until he countermands these orders or backup arrives, here I stay.
Okay.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
I lost him. I figure he went underground.
Yep.
Do you know how many kilometers of sewers there are beneath this great city?
It's not a question I've lost sleep over.
I have no doubt that Inspector Rousseau will organize a
Rousseau.
proper search.
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly? You arrived within minutes. Was it a tip-off?
Inspector Rousseau's sources are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
Wouldn't be
What do you
surprised.
I think he is the devil.
Wouldn't be surprised either.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say.
Huh?
What?
He gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho-detective stuff?
Of course. Inspector Rousseau is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
I can't see it taking off in L.A.
True.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That
Right.
is best left to the authorities, monsieur.
I
Did he
agree.
speak to you? Tell you anything?
Nope.
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Sure, that's something you forget, yeah. Augustine. Wait, in French it's more like Augustin Rousseau.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's
Yeah.
a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Ah. So, the meeting with the clown was planned.
How do you make that out?
The time of the explosion was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, n'est-ce pas?
I guess so. But what about the name?
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur. It is the name assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think...
Yeah, that would be. I agree with George in this one. I agree with George.
Did I show you this newspaper?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, monsieur.
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
Okay. That's a relief.
See you later, Sergeant.
Let's talk to her.
The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth. Excuse me, mademoiselle?
It makes a photo of George. Excuse me.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
Well, what's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you can interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Oh, she knows him.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantar. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Well, I just had something on my mind. Oh yeah. It's just the bummer that it's not really French or French accent. Because I think it wouldn't be Plantar, but more like Plantard. Whatever.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
Okay.
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Oh, that was easy.
You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
Sure.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll see you soon.
Okay. I guess we would,
It was a tent made out of plastic sheeting.
Can we make him... So... Okay. I remember the scene there, obviously, as it's the beginning of the game. However, I don't know really anything about the puzzles here. So my guess would be we need the pike he has, the pickaxe, pike, pick, whatever, to open up the manhole, I think. But obviously he wouldn't just surrender it to us, even if we were to ask. Could we please just use it quickly? And I need to have the work, you know. So we need to kind of distract him, I think. I guess we can talk to him.
The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job.
We don't care.
Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
Nope.
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess. Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Can't beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Somebody's angry.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Just wanted to say that really sounded active.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Balloons.
Oh, those guys are funny.
No, they're not.
Aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
But that's
You
not a
haven't
clown.
answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of
yes.
us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
That's a good point.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
Thank you.
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
I guess not. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
The clown killed the old man?
That's right. Blew him up with a bomb concealed in his squeeze box.
Merde. But why did he go to the bother of dressing up like a clown?
Disguise?
Can unravel the tangled logic of a killer's mind. I guess it's some deep-seated psychological need. Or just plain showmanship.
Or, you know, maybe concealment? Who knows? Who knows?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this! Damn bleeding out liberals! Cha! Save the dolphins! Catch them and eat them, I say! All that fuss over a bunch of fish!
They're not fish, though.
That's more like it! Look at the size of those! Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe!
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend! Bucephalus reborn, mon ami! Like a streak of lightning she is!
Oh.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
I thought you had to work. Well, that was easy. I would like to have the pickaxe. Oh. What? Oh, we could call Nicole. Saladin 1345. Okay, we go out because I just want to see what is in the toolbox.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Okay. That surely fits in there. In that case, we're actually doing that. And then we're knocking at the door. Surely the neighbors would be interested in what the hell is happening. Wait a second. Isn't that in the style of Asterix? That's so funny. Nice touch, but other way.
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands.
Yeah. Let's do this.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Oh, really? Only smelt like it. Just be careful not to drop in. Oh, the clown's nose. That a sleeping rat?
Shiny red plastic ball sat incongruously on the slippery green slimed floor. As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
let's see what we else can find down here. Scrap material, tissue.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Ew.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Like what is it?
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, where does this lead then? Oh, hi.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
Ooh.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
So, I think this is the door. And this is the neighbor of the cafe.
A telephone. I need to make an urgent call.
There is no telephone here. I want to know what you were doing in the sewer.
Didn't you hear the explosion?
In the sewer? A deadly cocktail of combustible gases and chemicals, most likely.
No, at the cafe. A deadly cocktail of accordion music and villainy. Most definitely.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu! That is awful. Did you say accordion music?
Yeah, that fiend had no mercy. He was disguised as a clown. By the time the bomb went off, he'd run to the sewer and made his escape.
Ah, mon Dieu! And then, the man I chased. Do you think that man and the clown are
Likely.
one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Well, what can I say? Oh, he wiped off his makeup.
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Okay.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone had emptied their nostrils into it.
With colors.
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Okay.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type. Just like you.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible.
Why?
I'll find it. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Why, though?
You need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Got a point.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, hey, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
That's what you say.
Well,
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
I'm gonna leave.
I have to be going.
I'll let you out.
Thanks for your time.
Go on, be off with you.
I wonder if we can get into the mansion somehow. So we found that. That's certainly something we could tell Nico about, right? Let's call her.
Bonjour, Kula.
Oh, hi. It's George Stobart, the American at the cafe.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
I found the clown's escape route. I think.
You think?
He ran into a blind alley and took to the sewers.
Very apt, but then what?
I don't know. Maybe I could come see you.
I really am very busy.
Oh, okay. I'll keep searching.
Good. Be sure to let me know if you find anything.
You can count on it. See you.
Mm-hmm. So we still would have to do
Set into
something.
the huge gate was a smaller access door.
Let's see what he says when we knock.
Hi there. Remember me?
How could I forget? The man with the sewer obsession.
It's not an obsession. I just like the ambiance. Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
Mm-hmm. What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division.
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Mm-hmm. Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you.
Actually, what?
It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know.
Not the brightest
When
one,
I
though.
was your age, I was fighting for
Yeah.
my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was.
Oh boy, that worked for whatever reason.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
Oh, he was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an arm lock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
It was a nice story, though.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha, that looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
I think he just wanted to get rid of his concealment and, you know, look completely different, and thus could just go away.
Did I show you this tissue?
We miss you.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
Okay,
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time.
that was weird. What can you tell me about the girl? I was in the desert. Sure.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say.
You could say.
She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui! Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Is that how you say that? Well, I think... oh, that's disgusting.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, it was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs, stolen jewels.
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
I have a question, though. We're just talking about him apprehending the other guy. If so, where the hell is he now?
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket
all of a
I
sudden.
found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Of course you do.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair.
That quickly?
Because otherwise, it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Wait a second. We're talking in that world of what? Like half an hour tops? And he already sent it in to be repaired. Man's acting quickly. Wow.
Where did
Wow.
you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as
No.
an ordinary person.
No.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
That's genius. Imagine me having that same conclusion like 10 minutes ago. It would be beyond genius.
What was the
Oh, man.
name on the label?
It was a foreign
Todrick.
name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. And it's a secret number that I learned in the desert.
Calling
I
send.
was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
No.
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Indeed.
I have to be going.
You're dismissed.
Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Is that so?
I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Clearly an American from LA that very most likely is a tourist. Clearly has the name of Augustin Rousseau. Most definitely. Okay, let's see. Let's call the tailor.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
You don't say.
Correct, Mr. Stobart, I don't. What can I do for you? Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you? No, that's not possible. Oh, okay, forget it. Listen, all I want is a name. What are you talking about? Who are you working for? I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Okay.
Thank God. I thought you were the police. There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
That's just like police talk.
Collecting for charity, yes?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information. Go on. I'm listening.
Even though he was this suspicious that George might have been police, which, well, you couldn't rule it out, obviously, but I don't know. I think French police would call you. Well, first of all, I don't think they would just call you. They, show up. But wouldn't it be more likely that, French police would talk to you in French? Just a clever thought. Anyway, he was very easily convinced that he's not the police, which might be part of what I just said. Who knows?
You know a guy called Plantar? No, I never heard of him. Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar?
Sure.
How he was killed in cold blood? I told you, I never heard of Plantar. I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home. You forgot the puppy, huh? The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
Was a good story,
What
though.
do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte? I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
You're welcome. Guess maybe we have to talk to Nico then.
Bonjour, Kula.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
It was easy. Shut up.
Why don't you come here to my apartment?
Oh, wow.
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Wow. That's how easily you get a date with her. There we go. Poste de police. Rue Jarry. Why not go to police?
The policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
Let's disturb him then.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say?
Have you had any reports concerning a suspicious clown?
Why, yes. There was a fracas only this morning. 3 arrests for public disorder.
And you say there was a clown involved?
A clown and a particularly offensive piece of sculpture with balloons. Are you in any way involved with the reprobate, monsieur?
No, not me. Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids. Très bien. He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso, like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy.
Yeah,
Oliver
Hardy.
Norville Hardy. May I
Keaton is fine
speak to
too.
Rosso?
He is not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen. I'd recommend the blue for a less formal
Okay.
communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
They're very peculiar, these
Do you know
policemen.
anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
I cannot comment on my superior's methods. All I will say is that Inspector Rosso has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was... a screwball?
Not to his face, monsieur.
Ha! He's been involved in every one of the things that he uncovered. I'm suspicious of him. He's got something to do with that. I don't care about the rest, actually.
Thanks for your help, officer.
At least you're welcome would have been cool. Anyhow, let's go to Rue Jarry. Let's talk to her.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
Oh yes, please.
No thanks.
No, thanks.
Very good. And it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Who knows?
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
There you go.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Oh, the picture I have in my mind with her sitting there and having a dish on top of her head. Oh boy.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
I like lilies.
Well, thanks for telling me.
Okay, different
What other
bunch.
flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris. The flame.
Oh yeah.
Passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Oh man.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge.
Good to know.
It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that
Just
for
wanted to say.
3 years.
Just wanted to ask, has that been last year?
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating, it's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Well, shouldn't she just already feel the cold, considering it's autumn? I don't know.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
I guess.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Huh.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Okay, she probably doesn't have an idea about the other stuff.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
But, considering we are at it for an hour and 10 minutes, we are going to call this an episode. And in the next episode, we are going to go upstairs to Nico. Have our talk, tell her what we found out about the clown and the nose and the cloth and the tailor, and well, not give her any flowers, it seems. Shop, huh? Shop. A lot of shops here. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this sort of game stuff. I honestly just try to keep busy, and I do like these games sometimes, once in a while. But hell, what can I do? I can't even freaking type on the keyboard with with two hands. So it's mouse only stuff. Anyway, I appreciate your consideration of this. I appreciate you watching this and supporting me. The channel that isn't yet as big as maybe it could be, but I don't care. But you still could subscribe. I wouldn't mind that. I actually would appreciate that. So I'll see you in the next episode then. Bye.